do you remember the whole conspiracy theory about Wayfair selling children in their furniture?
Yes. And like that's how like they would ship them around.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
That is the actual dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. That's a conspiracy theory. One day we got to do an episode on conspiracy theories. That's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard in my life. Most conspiracy theories, I'm like, what? You need to get a job. Who came up with that?
I feel like some of them I'm like, truly it feels like people who are bored and they're just like.
The unemployed.
It's
the unemployed.
Listen, we've all been there. We've all been unemployed and you're just kind of sitting there. I guess you got to pass the time somehow. So it's like, what if there are lizard people running, all of the world powers? Sure. What's your evidence?
Sure.
I don't know.
But like, who goes on Wayfair.com and is like, let me cross-reference this couch with the missing children's website. Let me just go ahead and do that with my time off. What's wrong with you?
Listen, all the greatest discoveries were, people were like, why would you be doing that?
I mean, you know what? That's fair. That's what they said about Noah when he built the ark.
People thought that Galileo was a dumbass for saying that the Earth wasn't the center of the universe, and he was. Now people are calling that guy a dumbass. And he was,
and the Earth is flat.
And there's actually an ice wall around.
There is.
That one's hilarious. I've
never heard that one.
The flat
ice
Earth?
wall
the
around.
Ice wall. Oh, that's a very common thing.
See, I'm not big into the flat Earth vibe. See, because I'm thinking, hey, we know.
That one's ridiculous because it's just like, I think everyone's over it. That one got really popular, and then it's just kind of like everyone like got over it.
What do you think about birds aren't real?
See that one.
I love to bird watch, and I guess they love to watch me too. So
that one I'm not 100% down with, because my whole thing with like the government's watching your every move, right? And like they're like, and it's like, but like I feel like there's more efficient ways than fucking birds.
Because a lot of these bitches don't even step foot outside the house.
Exactly.
Y'all work in your remote jobs, never seeing the light of day.
And you're arguing on Twitter.
In the Facebook comments of your grandma's post.
Exactly. Being like, no, that's not AI generated. That's real, and that's.
Can we talk about the boomers on Facebook? Actually, we need to intro, but then we need to talk about the boomers on Facebook.
Let's get into boomers.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Roommates Twice Removed. Justin almost fell out of his chair, but I'm Gracie.
I'm Justin.
And once again, Justin almost fell out of his chair. Boomers on Facebook, everybody.
And Justin almost fell out of his chair. And boomers on Facebook are...
Hey, so what are you trying to do? Hey, so what was that?
Okay, so...
Today's episode is an episode about nothing. So if you don't want to stick around and act like you're part of this room, sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Because that's what we have for you this week.
This one's for us.
We need to catch up. We need to, you know, have a good time.
We had
pre-gamed.
Yes, pre-gamed. Had a little chat before.
We did. We went to one of our favorite. I don't know what your favorite bar actually is.
I'm not there yet for having a favorite bar.
See, the upsetting part is that is my favorite bar.
That's fine. If I had to pick one, gun to my head, I'd probably pick it. Sure.
It's a good bar.
It is.
It's a good bar. Nice community vibe.
A lot of adults there. Like a lot of taxpayers.
I feel like we might be the youngest at any given moment. At any given moment. But pre-gamed at our favorite bar, if you couldn't tell, with Zoe and Luis. And it was so fun. I took a bite of Luis's chicken tender. Phenomenal, by the way.
They looked shockingly good. I was really expecting ballpark chicken tenders, and that's not what it was. I was
too. I was expecting like a Tyson air fried situation.
Yes, yeah.
But it wasn't. It was real juicy. Honey mustard was great. Had 2 mango margaritas before this, and now we're drinking a City Orchard. So this episode is going to be about nothing. We're just going to talk for an hour and a half, edit it down, see where this goes.
So I guess our first topic of this will be boomers on
Facebook,
which I think is a fantastic start because what a fascinating group of individuals.
It boggles my mind that this is the generation that was like, don't believe everything you read. And then somebody can post, clearly somebody that's not real, can post, my son made a popsicle stick diorama, and it's like beautiful Picasso, and he's disappointed in it, and he's crying. 1 like equals 1 hug.
1 share.
Yeah, 1 share
It's
equals
10
1
hugs.
hug. 10 hugs. Yes, because they up the ante with the share.
Exactly, because that's worth more because you get more.
And there are
views
boomers in the comments being like, "Don't cry, little buddy.
Listen,
It's beautiful.
I wasn't doing anything close to that when I was your age.
Don't even sweat it. You're gonna be great." And it's like, this is not a real human being.
When I was your age, I was in the jungles of Vietnam. So, kid, you're doing fine. Trust me.
Yeah, it's a little bit disturbing. It's a little bit disturbing. What they'll fall for. But we're gonna be there at some point,
of course.
so I can't shit too much.
But I remember there was this glorious time where, because now our generation is, we are in the self-aware state of the internet where we are like, this has ruined our lives. This has ruined the earth. This has ruined society. My brain is forever poisoned. I'll never be able to fully heal it. Will I still continue to use it?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. I don't know if that's going to cause issues, what we just did. For audio listeners, we just put both microphones up to my own mouth. I don't know if that's going to affect anything.
That'll sound fun, I think.
I think it'll sound great. That's y'all's problem now. Peace and love.
But yeah, so that's where we're at. And so we are like, okay, when we have kids, we'll make sure to monitor this a little bit more. Because, when we were kids and the internet was first coming out, our parents were like, it's that damn phone you're on all the time. And we're like, you don't even know what that means. And they didn't know what that meant. They were just like, you're on a device. Stop.
And you're not listening to me.
Exactly.
And meanwhile, I was Googling Katy Perry boobs.
Exactly. And I was watching Minecraft parodies.
Which Minecraft parody was your favorite?
That's a big question. Go-to is Revenge, which was the Usher... Cause baby tonight, DJ's got us falling in love. That remix, which is very popular. What was your favorite?
I loved the Viva La Vida Coldplay.
That's number 2.
I used to
Fallen Kingdom, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
that's so good. I need to put my nanny kid.
You need to start putting him on.
Sean is his podcast name.
Sean on.
I gotta put Sean on to.
Because he likes Minecraft.
Parodies. He loves Minecraft.
Want to hear a Minecraft story?
Want to hear a Minecraft story? Okay, also, he asked me to play Minecraft with him. I bring my iPad, because we play on iPad. He doesn't have like a computer or anything. He just has like a little Amazon Fire tablet. And so I bring my iPad every day to get on his server. His server?
His Sovo?
His server.
Oh,
his Sovo. And he... basically, for a while we were getting on my creative server, which I was working tirelessly to create a magical world for him. I built him a whale house. I built him a boat. I built a giant mushroom house for myself. I've got a lot of cats and dogs in there. But now he's moved on to wanting to work on his own server, which is fine. But
Empty Nest.
We also had a survival server. We got really far.
That's good.
Lost interest because it was just a little bit above his pay grade there.
Yes, yeah.
But now we're getting on his server, and he does like a bunch of different ones. Like, we never like consistently work on one. He like jumps around, and a little bit it's like, why? Like, why can't we just stick to one? So, but then he like builds a new house in every single server, and they're all creative. And he has me decorate my own room. It's really, really sweet.
Yeah.
That he builds me a room in every single in every single world that we have, in every house he builds. But each time it's like a 10 by 10 room, 2 blocks high. And he's like, this is your room, decorate it. And that's all I do. And I'm like, how many different ways can I decorate that? Like, I don't know how to play. And then I lose interest, and he's like, come look at this. And I'm like, you did put obsidian in the floor for the 9th time. I do know what that's about.
Do you know how hard it is to get obsidian?
Do you know how hard it is? But it's creative.
But
so no.
It breaks instantly. I don't. Yeah.
It's like, so it's funny, but that's where we're at with the whole Minecraft thing. They love the Minecraft movie. Love it.
Man.
I've listened to Steve's Lava Chicken about 50-11 times since it came out.
That's
la 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 lava.
That movie's fascinating to me. Have you seen it?
Have I seen it? Dude, that's all they're fucking watching these days.
Dude, okay, so Okay, next topic is Minecraft movie. I want to circle back to that.
Okay.
Because I want to talk about that. But
how do we get from boomers and Facebook? I'm sorry, that was probably my doing.
No, you're good. But anyway, I was talking about how our generation has accepted how horrible the internet,
it's terrible,
what it's done to society and to interactions between people. And so we are now at the point where it's like, okay, we've learned, we'll move on. And at first, our parents or the boomer generation and like Gen X, the people before us, they were like, get off your phones. But they didn't really know why. It was just like you said, like you're not listening to me, so get off your phone.
Yeah. They didn't realize it was rotting our brains.
Yes,
from
they
the
were
inside
right.
out.
They were right,
Yeah.
but they just didn't know the full effects. It's impossible. No one could have known. What it was doing. It was like like people working in coal mines. It's just like until
or
lung
asbestos.
cancer. Yeah, exactly. It's just like oh shit.
This is really not good.
Shouldn't be putting lead in paint. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. Pivot.
Lead pipes?
Ooh,
what?
Sorry about that. Corrosing your water. No. So that's basically what happened with the internet. But it's so fast. So there was this beautiful point where like we accepted that it was horrible, and we're like, we're gonna make sure our kids are like we're gonna make sure we fix this. It's not gonna be as horrible, going forward. And then the next generation, they were just doing their own thing.
Right.
But now the internet even got them. So now there's these boomers. And like, I remember I came home recently and my mom was like, oh my God, I saw this TikTok. And I was like,
oh dear.
No, Mom. I was like, Karen should not be on TikTok.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
We need to get my mama off of Facebook now.
It's too much for them. They grew up in a completely different universe. They can't handle it.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that like condescendingly.
Not that they're like stupid or dumb, but it's just like there's
so different.
It's different. It's quite different. And circling back to Minecraft, my granddad, who was like, he died when he was like 81 or so, 80. He played Minecraft on his phone. So in that sense, he kept up with the times. Mm-hmm. I just needed to tell you this because we were on the boomers and the internet and Minecraft. But this man would call me
about his mic
at any time of the day and be like, Gracie, how do I get the phantoms to stop circling my house? I've tried everything. I'm like, have you tried going to sleep? And he's like, well, that's the thing that I can't do no more because they're circling my house and it's the mobs.
And it said mobs.
And it's the mobs. So now I got to kill them, but I can't reach them. And so he showed me like his inventory. He had like ender pearls, like you wouldn't believe. I'm like, I'll have to find that picture at some point. I took a picture.
So great. You should. That'd be fantastic. Yeah. I want to see that.
I could literally find it right now and we can cut whatever because it's just so funny. The phantoms are circling my house and I can't get them to stop. You know what? Oh. The crazy thing about opening Instagram is that I see like everybody post, of course. Mm-hmm. And I just sometimes I see posts that I'm like, oh, I forgot about you.
Oh.
I forgot about you. Hope you're doing all right. But there's this one. Where's my archived? There's this one person that I went to high school with that's apparently engaged to somebody who's like a genuine crack dealer.
Okay.
So that's what I just saw on my Instagram. But I had to go to my Instagram archived to find this. This is my granddad's inventory on Minecraft on his phone.
He doesn't know he can like stack items.
No, he does, but I don't think he was paying attention to it.
So he just put like one ender.
It's about.
Oh, there's some stack stuff. Okay.
How many across is that? It's like 7 across.
That's 10 ender pearls.
It's 10 ender pearls.
That's 2 iron swords.
A lot of gold, a lot of iron swords. Some of them are enchanted.
2 iron pickaxes, 4 iron swords. I didn't see that.
Golden horse armor. What are we even talking about?
Oh, and then that's his inventory. That was the chest.
This is his inventory, which is like pretty good.
I don't know why
good.
I don't know why you need 2 flint and steel.
Hey.
2 buckets of milk.
Hey, never question him.
Always prepared.
That man loved milk. But yeah, he would call me all hours of the day and night. Gracie, I'm trying to mine. And then I'd go over there and he'd be like, you're never going to believe what I mined. I was mining for like 4 hours last night. Just in there in his little chair, mining, watching his westerns, playing Minecraft.
That's the life.
That's
where I want to be.
And he would eat like, I wish I had a picture of his grocery list, because he sent a grocery list to my mom, because my mom would grocery shop for him, like place the like HEB order or whatever, and they'd like come deliver it to his house, or like she would go and get it. And it was like Whoppers, Oreos, Goldfish,
like a 14-year-old
variety pack of chips. No, he ate like a frat boy. It was crazy. And he'd be like, "It's for Zach, who's my brother. It's for Zach. It's for Zach." And it's like, dude, I know you're up till 3 a.m. playing Minecraft, eating Whoppers by the handful. Like, please. It's just so funny. That's what the boomers should be doing with the internet. He's leading by example.
That should be the extent.
Absolutely.
Get on
he was
Netflix.
Doing it right.
Sure.
He called it Netflix.
Individual. I just got the one Netflix. I don't know how many Netflix there are.
Just the Netflix.
I'm watching Netflix tonight.
Did y'all know they put Wide Earp on Netflix? They put it on Netflix the other night, I swear. That was him. Anyway. On Netflix.
But yeah, and then like they get fooled, and now God help these boomers' souls with AI generated content. God. They just cannot comprehend the idea that something is not real.
I feel like that must be hard. Not growing up in the age of that.
What I'm saying.
Because it's like
we're now not even like it used to just be like, oh really? You saw Bigfoot? Take a picture of it. Oh, that happened? Take a picture of it. And
pics or it didn't happen.
Now
and now it's like pics and it really didn't happen.
Now it's like oh, all you have is pictures. Where is like the selfie of you and the 15 angles and your fingerprint and a picture of today's newspaper?
Yeah, and
like
the blood of a virgin and the lock of your hair.
And even at that point, I'd be like, I mean, who knows?
Because you really just can't believe shit, which is kind of scary and freaky. Also, deep fakes freak me out a lot.
Yeah.
That you can just like, normally you can tell.
Yes.
But I'm sure that in a couple of years, honestly, even now, there are clips that I'm like, whoa, that looks really real.
Google just released their new I forget what it's called, but it's like their new video AI generation stuff.
Can we stop with that shit?
Some of it is really freaky. It's like you could still tell. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just because I am like a movie guy, and so I can tell like when something looks like a radar just goes off, and I'm just like, there's something weird about that.
Yeah.
But there's this one where it's like it was like a SWAT team invading a house, and it was like a whole shootout, and none of it's real. It's all AI generated.
I hate that. I hate that so much.
It's so by the end of the year, there's going to be videos that are like going to be able to fool me, and I just don't like that.
I don't like being able to be fooled.
Yes, exactly.
But then it's like, then at what point am I going to be like, oh, I don't believe that, and it's something that's factual? That's the line that I'm scared about being blurred, and it's already pretty blurry.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't ever want to believe. I mean, everybody probably believes misinformation to an extent.
Yes.
But I don't really want to be in that camp.
I mean, the first step was like Photoshop. Whenever Photoshop hit the scene, that was a big deal, because now it's like you could edit a UFO into a picture and then post it, and people are like, what the fuck? But it's like, oh, no, that was just yeah. But
forgot to put the microphone up to my mouth there. But I said yeah, not that you need to know that. It's getting to a point.
Oh, it's
getting to a point.
My fear is we're gonna get to the point where, oh, hey, knock knock, Justin, we have a warrant for your arrest. Here's a video of you committing a crime that I didn't commit. See, you know what I'm saying?
Don't fucking go there, because I'll spiral. And you know what? Yeah. This whole project that we're working on, this whole roommates twice removed thing, we are opening ourselves up to like, we're putting our faces on the internet
in a way that out there,
our voices, like our movements or mannerisms, in a way that I've never done before. Furthermore, we're really giving people access to stalk us, like Facebook stalk or like Instagram stalk. We are giving those people, big leverage on us. They can really know where we're at. Like the people that you went to like high school and college with.
Oh yeah.
That you don't speak to anymore. they can tune in to our conversations, which is so this is fun and hilarious. But it's also like, hey.
To me, that doesn't really bother me.
It doesn't bother me. It's kind of funny and silly.
I think maybe that's just because I'm a guy. Like honestly, like as a woman, I assume my opinion would be very different. But for me, I'm just like someone's stalking me. I'm like, why would you do that?
Well, I don't think of it in like a dangerous way. I just mean like somebody from high school that I haven't talked to in however many years
is now able to have a one-way window into.
Not that I'm that important, but also it's like I stalk people that I haven't talked to sometimes. And I was a dweeb in high school and middle school. I was a weirdo. I was a freak weirdo.
Yep.
And I'm like, I wonder if they're going to watch this and be like, damn, she hadn't changed much. We'll see.
Speaking of AI generated, the Minecraft movie.
Could have been.
Which I've not seen.
Could
I
have
feel
been
like
AI
I've
generated.
seen through I feel like I've seen every fucking frame of that movie through like memes and clips on the internet. That movie upsets me.
I've seen it for real multiple times. The thing is, I couldn't tell you a single thing that happens in it. Couldn't tell you plot line. Couldn't tell you. I know the dog's name is Dennis.
There's a dog in it?
Yeah, Jack Black tames a dog. His name is Dennis.
Oh, okay, yeah, of course.
Dennis. He sings an ode to Dennis.
Of course he does.
Of course he does.
Because he sang that one song in the Mario movie, and so they're like, you gotta sing in this movie.
Yeah, because he's Tenacious D. What, are you not up on Jack Black?
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that like a thing?
Tenacious D?
Is that like his rap name or something?
Yeah, well, it's not his rap name. It's his musician name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's a singer.
Well, he's got pipes. I know, like, he can really sing, yeah.
I kind of fuck with Jack Black.
I mean, I like it. I like him in School of Rock. Like he sings really well in that.
I'm upset that I've never seen it. Maybe that's what we should watch.
Oh, you haven't seen that?
Yeah.
Oh.
We need to discuss what we're going to watch for the next episode.
Yeah.
So we can tell our listeners, all 5 of them.
Yes.
What to watch.
Yes, listen up. You got homework, guys. Okay.
You got homework, but we'll talk about that shortly. This is all over the place.
But the Minecraft movie, I remember from the first trailer, because I remember they were like, we're making a Minecraft movie, and I was like, okay, there's a lot of ways you could do this. And I saw the trailer, and it was literally just like some shots of like the landscape, and then it's like the main cast, and then it shows fucking Jack Black, and he's like, I am Steve, right?
As a child, I yearned for the mines.
And from that first trailer, I knew 2 things about the movie. One, okay, it's people from regular world get sucked into Minecraft world. It's the fucking Jumanji plot. Like, it's
and
whatever.
He was also in Jumanji.
It's the yes, he was. It's the Jumanji thing.
Very funny in that
movie.
Fucking,
I actually like that.
Yeah,
we're talking about the reboot Jumanji.
Both Jumanjis are good.
Rest in peace, Robin Williams. So that was the first thing I knew.
Okay, lock in.
That was the first thing I knew, is that okay? It's just people from the regular world who come into Minecraft world, and it's like, oh, it's so weird here. And then the second thing I knew is I was like, okay, no one in this fucking movie is going to take it seriously. Like, this movie is a joke to them.
No, Jennifer Coolidge and Jason Momoa also hilarious.
I could only imagine. And then like I saw, there's all those quotes that came out in the memes where it's like, the most famous one being Chicken Jockey, coming in hot, water bucket release.
Yeah.
The Nether, like all of those.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
that was good.
Thank you. My friends sent me 50 quadrillion memes of the Instagram reels of that. So
Jennifer Coolidge is fucking hilarious.
Well, gotta love Jennifer Coolidge.
Of course, I love Jennifer Coolidge. And the part where she's on the date with a villager. Have you seen that? She like hits a villager with her car. Spoilers for the Minecraft movie.
Yeah.
She hits a villager with her car, and the villager's like, huh. And then they go on a date, and she's like, oh my God. You're so smart. Like, this is the best time I've ever had on a date. Okay. It's so funny.
That's good, yeah.
Because she's funny. But, like...
You see, just to me, the disappointing thing is, like... First of all, the movie's so ugly looking.
Oh. Yeah, I forget that you view movies like that. I don't ever pay attention. Unless it's really beautiful, I'm like, nah.
Yeah. Your eyes just glaze over. And you're
I'm like, yeah, it's fine.
The movie's so ugly. And
it's for children.
Flatly lit.
And it's for like, children.
But that's not an excuse. I mean, like, there's movies that look so good that are made for children, and it's just like,
But that's above and beyond. To be honest, I don't think that was really what they were going for. I don't think they were going for a masterpiece, Justin.
Of course they weren't.
I
And that's what makes me upset.
Let's make a quick buck.
What really? Do you know who the director is? Do you know what other movies he did?
No, I don't know who the director is.
You ever seen a movie called Nacho Libre?
Yeah.
It's the same director who did and Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah.
It's like
I grew up on Napoleon Dynamite.
Those movies have such a like unique comedic style and like such a unique voice. And even like visually it's like they're just such a unique like movies. Like both of them are just so different than like any other comedy movie you've ever seen.
Right.
And then the Minecraft movie. It's just a corporate paycheck. And it just made me sad because I'm like, fuck, they got another one. They got the Napoleon Dynamite guy to make a generic movie. How do you do that?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's been a while. He probably needs some dollars.
Exactly.
And here's also the funny part about Napoleon Dynamite. Every single time I think about Napoleon Dynamite, I think about the fact that Luis had a Mormon friend from fucking wherever. I don't know where the Mormons live.
Utah?
In the Pacific Northwest somewhere. And John Heater, Napoleon Dynamite, was that guy's neighbor. And he like interacted with like the real Napoleon Dynamite. And he was like, oh yeah, he's a Mormon asshole. And it broke my heart. So now you have to know that.
What?
I know.
What?
What's your favorite part of Napoleon Dynamite? Of course, Canned Heat, where he does the dance.
Of course.
That's a given.
I like when, this is simple, but I just like, it's the kind of comedy I like where he's just like, I noticed that you're drinking 2% milk. You could
Is that because you think you're fat?
Because you're not. You could drink whole percent if you want it. Or whole milk if you want it.
Whole milk if you wanted.
Whoa. Some demons came out on that one.
Fuck. It was Napoleon speaking.
Yeah.
I love the part where they're on the school bus and they're like, hey, Lyle. And he shoots the cow in front of the kids. It's just so funny. It's just, and they all scream. And they just go to school. But my lips hurt real bad.
What's the part where I forget.
It's just such a good fucking movie, dude.
And that's what I'm saying. In the Minecraft movie, you look at it and you're like, oh, Jesus. Like you said, like you don't remember a single thing that happened in it.
I don't.
To me, that's
Jennifer Coolidge.
And that's one of the worst things that a movie can be. It's just like forgettable. It's like you watch it and like a day later, you're like, I couldn't even tell you a single character's name or anything like that. It's just like.
That's like our Lost Archive episode that we did, Midnight in the Switchgrass. Couldn't tell you a single fucking thing about that movie except for the quote, no more coke till I see some titties in this bitch. So if you haven't seen that movie, go watch it. It's funny.
What did the detective call everyone? What was like his thing? Remember like he said
bozos.
Bozos.
He said, get these bozos out of here. Get these, it is FBI. Get these bozos out of here.
And he's not like a comedic character. It's not like, oh, he's wacky and says bozo. He's just like he's a straight man.
He's a guy.
And he says bozo
guy.
unironically. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fucking funny. If you haven't seen Midnight in the Switchgrass, that was an episode that we filmed. It was our second episode that will not be seen.
A lot of things went wrong with that one.
So many things went wrong with that episode. So it's lost forever, which I'm not mad about. I didn't love that episode, but like it is what it is. Yeah. But go watch it. It's funny. Or not the movie, not the episode, because that's gone.
Watch it. Not by yourself. That'd be a miserable experience.
Yeah, no. Watch it with friends. Watch it with friends. Get a City Orchard.
Yes.
Watch it with friends.
Maybe a couple down before you start watching.
Oh yeah. It's good. It's funny. How was your trip that you took?
Yes, we both went on trips.
I don't know what trip you took. You know what trip I took.
Yes, I went to California.
Okay.
I'm from there originally. I'm not sure if we've talked about this on the pod.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm from Southern California. Lived there for a minute.
I think that was last episode we talked about that.
Maybe, yeah. My parents are from there. Oh yeah, because we talked about how
Disney
they're
Disney and everything.
Yeah. And so, like my cousins are still out there, and so one of my cousins is graduating high school.
Oh, cool! Congratulations.
And he's the last one. He's like the youngest of the cousins, so he's
cute.
the last one. Yeah. So, went out there, took Zoe with me, and we went. Really quick trip. Got to see the family, and they're moving out of. They're moving away from California. So
where are they moving?
Out of Florida. Florida to be with my aunt's parents, just out there in Florida.
Fun.
And so we got to see them, and it was fine. It was fun.
It was fun.
Fun. I didn't mean to say fine. I meant to say fun. We flew first class on a 40-minute flight from here to DF because we flew to
beautiful.
DFW to meet up with like my mom and my brother and my dad, and then we flew out.
Yeah. I also flew first class on my trip.
Really?
Yeah.
To Denver.
Denver.
Okay.
Yes, but we'll get into that.
Yeah.
But that's funny that you flew first class.
But it was like, it was literally like a 40-minute flight, and so like, for those of you who didn't know, I didn't know until like very recently you get free alcohol with first class, man. And so my dad was like, "Hey, drinks on me." Get something.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll get a Jack and Coke, right? Whenever they, and then
that's
they dropped
your drink
it off.
of choice, signature drink.
Yep. I took a couple sips. I swear, I was like 3 sips into this thing, and then boom, boom. Flight attendants, please. We are, making our final descent into DFW. Please prepare the cabin for landing. I was like, I'm looking at a full glass.
You got to pound that.
And I chugged the whole thing, and my stomach did not feel good.
Yikes.
For a second.
I get that.
Yeah.
I can't talk about a whole lot just for the privacy of the people that took me. Of course, as everyone knows by now, I'm a nanny. Duh.
What?
Doy. And so they took me on...
Of children that
play Minecraft and make me decorate houses.
No, not houses. Just the rooms.
Just rooms.
Just your room.
I'm not allowed to touch
No.
fucking anything else.
God, no. Jesus Christ. Why would
I enchanted a fishing pole, God forbid.
Jesus, yeah. That's my enchantment room. Grace.
Amen. Well, no, he didn't get that far. I built the enchantment, and then I had to tear it down.
Oh.
Because he didn't it wasn't approved by Sean.
Gotcha.
By Sean. That's his name in the podcast. His real name is
I'm impressed that you haven't slipped up yet.
Oh, it's Sean and Jane.
That's it.
You are really underestimating my memory, I fear. I'm a freak. Let me just go ahead and give you the rundown. We went to Colorado.
Okay.
We flew into Denver. We went to another place that I can't say because I'm going to mention Grace and I don't want to give away her location. But she moved to this national park there.
Yeah.
For
the summer.
There. Yeah, for the summer. And there are a lot of like, I don't actually know if it's a national park. Actually, never mind. I think I might have just made that up. I think you just
made that up.
She moved to this place for the summer. This city in the summer. Hey, Justin. How you doing? Are you a little bit buzzed? Are you a little buzzed?
I'm there.
Okay, I'm there.
I'm there.
Cool. This is a drunk episode. Damn, we're like 5 episodes in. We're already getting drunk.
We're already
drunk.
Yeah.
Anyway, my work trip where I'm taking care of children. I'm responsible for their lives. I'm gonna go ahead and tell this story drunk. So I'm really, really terrified of flying. I don't know if you knew that. Like, I can't handle it. It's really, really bad. Mm-hmm. So the day before, I go to a doctor's appointment and I'm like,
Xanny?
Please give me Xanax. I'm fucking begging you, please. And whenever you go in for like mental health things, they're like, here's a questionnaire. And I'm like, for some reason, answering this shit honestly. Yeah. Mistake number 1.
Like, and thinking about the answers.
Yeah. So the PA comes in and she's like, hey, so by the way, you have what we're going to call severe anxiety. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
So we in the biz call this a severe
in
mental
the biz,
health
we're going to call
problem.
this a mental health crisis.
Yeah.
Go ahead. We're going to give you 6 Xanax. We can't refill it because you could get addicted. Yeah. But go ahead and take the Xanax for your flight. Good luck, queen. So I'm like, okay, sick. I go to the pharmacy. They're like, oh, it's not going to be ready till tomorrow night. I fly out the next day at 10 a.m. And I'm like, ooh, fuck y'all. Yeah. First of all, and not to be insensitive to the pharmacists, but I was in crisis a little bit. I was like, how fucking hard is it to put 6 pills in a container so I don't kill myself? So it's fine.
Also,
I'm
that's
spiraling.
A pretty popular one.
Yeah. So I'm spiraling.
Yeah.
Luis is like, let me check and see if I have some benzos for you because he also has anxiety. So he's like, worst case scenario, you can take mine. You can just take it on the plane. It's going to be fine. And I'm like, okay, cool. I say, cool. I was crying. And I was like, if you don't have any, I'm going to text Zoe. And I know Zoe has some. So I'm like, okay, it's fine. Like, she's going to get it. She's going to understand. I'll just replenish when I get mine, when I get back. And, but before that, I'm going to go try. So before I go, I had to be at my nanny family's house at like 10. And so I go at like 9, right when the Walgreens pharmacy opens. And I'm like fucking on my hands and knees, like, please fill this. I'm going to die. And they're like, okay. And I'm like, yes.
Shout out Walgreens.
Shout out Walgreens. That location fucking sucks. I transferred my prescriptions to the other one because they suck.
Yeah.
Don't ever, I'll tell you later, but don't ever get your fucking prescriptions.
Okay, well, shout out every Walgreens except
shout
for
out
this
every Walgreens
one.
except for that one. So I'm like, sick. Well, that day, they got a shout
came
out.
in clutch. Yeah.
That day. So I'm like, living my little life. Personally, I don't know how you are. You're a frequent flyer. Yeah. You're an airport. You come from an airport family.
Yeah, airport family for sure.
I've flown maybe like 4 times, 5 times. And every time my family is like, we got to get there like 4 hours early.
Oh, yeah. Same,
which is like, I fear the right thing to do. Okay? I feel the right thing to do. Yeah. We get there maybe an hour and a half to spare. Okay. I'm like, okay.
Like, you're not the TSA. Like, you're at
No, we park an hour and a half. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Austin
I would
Airport.
need a Xanax for that.
And I did. Trust and believe. They're like, you can take 2, but never take more than 2. And I'm like, girl, you haven't met me. So I'm like, let me just go ahead and pop this on the bus up there. Because there's no fucking way we're going to make it through security. Spoiler alert, we have to run to the gate. Which is fine. They're like, we've never seen the Austin airport take an hour and a half. And I'm like, neither have I. Flown there once. And like, I'm used to the security taking an hour and a half in Houston, where I'm from, because Houston is
one of the biggest metroplexes in the United States.
Run to the gate. I'm like dragging a 3-year-old beside me, and I'm like, run as fast as your little legs will take you. We get on the flight. The Xanax kicked in, and I'm like, we're good. Get there, drive an hour and a half, almost 2 hours. I'm like, okay, guys, I gotta go to bed. And then we go to bed. Cool. Things happen. We do painting. We like whatever at the art studio where we are, where Grace is, and the kids are very excited to see Grace because they love Grace.
Had they met her before?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And I get to see Grace, which is amazing because she's like gone for the summer, and we miss her. Grace, come back. So it was fun. It was nice, and Jane and I made matching tie-dye shirts. Perfect. And it was super, super awesome. The way back, I thought I was going to die. I took a Xanax, kicked in too early, and I was so tired. So I was like a zombie. But it was good. And like looking at the mountains and everything was just so peaceful. Yeah. Like there's something that you just can't get here. Looking at the scenery, looking at the paved roads.
Sure. Looking at the parking
lots, the parking garages, the university. Like, you can't really get that. So it was just really, really nice and peaceful.
Same. I truly this is not a political statement about California. It's a shithole. Like, for real, it's like fucked up no matter which way you spin it. Like, there's a lot of things wrong with that state. But my God, is it such a beautiful place to look at. I mean, just like...
And Texas would have that if we didn't keep paving over all of it. Jesus Christ,
you know what this needs is just another...
It needs a Walmart.
It's another Walmart.
Let's build an apartment complex.
We're going to build a Walmart, and we're going to have the parking lot. We're going to have, let's say, roughly about 500 cars can fit in this parking lot. There will never be more than 50 in there. You can never be too safe, though. Right. So we're going to
just in case
over all of this.
All this wildlife.
And then the highway needs one more lane. And
they've been working on it for about 11 years.
Yeah.
And hey, how about let's put a movie studio on federally protected land above an aquifer?
Yes.
How about let's do that, guys?
When people complain about it, we'll just be like,
hey,
we'll do something about it. What are you going to do about it?
Yeah. So I really did appreciate that about Colorado, that it was just so fucking beautiful. Our porch of the cabin that we stayed in, we had a view of like the mountains, like the snow-capped mountains. It was stunning. Stunning. We saw so many elk. It was just gorgeous. It was amazing. But on the way there, I didn't lose. Somebody stole my suitcase.
Oh.
Somebody stole my suitcase. It was the same color as another suitcase. Did not look similar. And I'm like blowing up this person's phone with their like number on their luggage tag, like 7 missed calls. And they're like, sorry, I didn't want to answer because it was an unknown number. I'm like, 7 rapid fire calls. Something's wrong.
After like the second call from like the same unknown number, I'm like, there's probably something.
It's probably something important.
Probably answer, yeah.
Yeah. So then eventually my suitcase was like 30 miles north and they had to drive back. And then they got back and they were like, so who took whose suitcase? Like what was the problem there? And I'm like, hey, you stupid idiot motherfucker. You stupid idiot motherfucker.
If I wasn't coming off a Xanax right now, your head would be in the trash can. So
I would feed you personally to Lucifer, who is the demon horse statue outside of the Denver airport. Fuck you. What are you talking about? What do you mean? What do you mean? Whose fault was this? Hey, spoiler alert, you're holding my suitcase and I'm not holding yours. What the fuck do you think happened?
So what was the problem here? Ooh, my suitcase was in your hands 30 miles north of Denver. What do you think went wrong, bud? So what the fuck
do you think happened? It was just great. And I was in there with my boss. I was like, hey, girl, can you walk in with me? Because I'm like, I don't know where I'm going in this airport, and maybe you can help me navigate. And she's like, oh, yeah, for sure. We walk in there. They say that, and she looks at me like, what the hell are these people talking about? We get back in the car and we're like, there's no fucking way. There's no way they said that. So she was just as mad as I was, which is comforting because I knew I wasn't overreacting. And then because we had to wait on them to like come back.
Yeah.
So it was crazy. But that's the funny highlights of that whole situation. Okay. The trip was really, really good. It was so much fun.
That's good.
We painted, we hiked. We had group dinners. It was like the parents of the nanny kids like company trip, so they had to work, and then we had like group dinners with all their stuff.
Got you.
They were required to play kickball.
Are they athletically
as team
inclined?
building? Oh, I'm sure they could be, but they're like, we don't want to play kickball.
Very different than
we claimed lightning and left, which was fun. But they were like, yeah, everybody's required to play kickball at this coworker event, and I was like, is the nanny required to play kickball? I saw my life flash before my eyes, like middle school PE, which I was an expert at getting out of. So I would have found a way, but they were required, and then they claimed lightning, so it was fine. But anyway, after that ramble, what was PE like for you in middle school?
I remember I was afraid going into middle school PE. I was always afraid of like, because in the movies, like they have like have I talked about this before? About like there's like this, like there'd be like the rope that would hang from the ceiling.
Yeah, what the hell was that?
And I was always afraid that I was going to have to do that. And I remember being like,
hell
I don't know if I can do that. Like I'm like, I don't know if I possess the means. I'd have faked
something to get out of it.
Yeah. Also, and then like looking back, obviously it's like, that's a safety nightmare. You can't have a kid climb up 25
30
feet in the air. Yeah.
No. Did you ever like forget your gym clothes?
No, I loved PE.
Oh.
I was a sporty kid. I grew up playing sports, so I loved all that.
Have we talked about that before?
Yeah, last episode.
Last episode? Okay, so fun fact. I'm about 3 drinks in. And
you told your story about how you played soccer and got a pneumonia.
Oh, and got mono.
Mono, that's what it was.
Mono. And my spleen was threatening to explode. PE in middle school for me was nothing short of traumatic. In a funny way.
Okay.
In a funny way. In the moment, terrible. Looking back on it, I'm like, girl, you had to play kickball.
And it was like, oh, that's the worst thing.
But like, everything in middle school is the end of the world.
Everything. Middle school is the worst, dude. Everyone talks about high school. Like, people are like, dude, high school is the worst. I'm like, dude, middle school.
High school was fine.
As long as you were like a normal human being. Like, no, of course.
Never that. But like, it was fine.
But middle school is crazy. That's like, it's such a weird, it's the middle child of like your school life.
Hence middle school.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hence middle school.
So,
okay. Yeah.
But
oh my fucking god, dude. Yeah, I got Uber home.
Yeah, I'm in no condition.
Yeah. Zoe was like, Justin will drive you home, and I'm like,
Will he?
I'm not sure about that.
Yeah. I think
A little happy hour action. That's my thoughts. Hey Zoe, maybe cut that when you edit.
please don't.
Hey, maybe cut that when you
Maybe we
edit.
should do like a burping super edit, and it's just like
It's just me burping?
Yeah.
Well, now that my stomach is so skinny small,
So
I have
skinny.
so many burps.
Yeah. Really?
So,
Is that how it works?
yeah. So I couldn't have carbonation for a while.
That sucks. Or
I
don't
didn't really
know.
drink
Yeah,
soda
that's-
that
yeah.
much. That's I mean,
I projected right there.
You
I was
did.
like, that must fucking suck. Get your Dr.
You couldn't
Pepper.
do it. You couldn't do it
No, I could
because
never.
I was a big fan of kombucha too.
Is that carbonated? I'm sorry,
Yeah,
I'm really
naturally it's
stupid.
carbonated.
Okay. Oh, because that's like it's fermented, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fermented probiotic tea, and I was a big fan of that. I'm getting real light and loose with this microphone. But I didn't have it for like a year, and I got it the other day, and I was like, "Ooh, this is hurting my belly." So
Maybe other guys can experience this, or can like relate to this. I had to like learn or come up with different ways to like eat bananas around people.
what the fuck are you talking about?
Because it's like my go-to was like you just like rip off a piece and then eat it, because you don't suck dick by ripping off the dick. So
Unless you're Lorena Bobbitt. Y'all know about that?
that's a deep cut. I don't even know
Deep
what you're
cut.
talking about.
Damn,
Is that
she
like a
cut off her
serial killer?
husband's. She cut off her husband's penis.
I-
Justice for my girl. Anyway. So you're not Lorena Bobbitt.
No, would never do that to someone else's member.
Anyway, why did you think eating a banana was gay? That was middle school, yeah?
Yes, no, because
Speaking of middle school.
that's just one of those because whenever you're like that age, like 5th to like 7th, 8th grade, it's like being gay is like the worst thing ever, or being perceived as gay is like it's like, oh god, my life would be over if someone thought that. Jesus, right?
Right.
Like in that age range, it's like you always like have to like actively be like, okay,
It's survival.
would a gay person be doing that, or how would
It's survival at
how would
that
a gay
point.
person do this, and I have to not do that?
And now you've been in a relationship with a woman for, what was it, 75?
Now I like
Everything.
Chaperone and Taylor Swift.
Yeah, and
and it's
Sabrina
just like-
Carpenter,
yeah,
and you
exactly,
love
yeah.
it. You fucking
Exactly.
love it.
And
Gun to your head, you love it.
and I know I could tell you like the different Kardashians. It's just like
Go ahead, name them.
Khloe is the blonde one. Kim obviously is the booty.
Is Khloe blonde right now? Okay.
Is she not naturally blonde?
No.
Oh, so all I know about the Kardashians is from the Kardashian
Yeah,
show.
just go names.
Anyway,
just go names.
Khloe, Kim, Courtney. She has the widow's peak and is dating the sorry. She's dating, and she's dating the drummer, and on the show they're like making.
Isn't
out
she
all the
married
time.
to him?
Yeah, Sean Baker.
Travis Barker.
Travis
but
Barker.
close.
Sean Baker is the director. He directed Anora.
Okay,
who
I've never
won?
seen it.
They won.
Surprise.
That won the best picture this year. Anyway,
Okay, got it.
What did I say? Courtney, Kendall.
But is Kendall a Kardashian?
Okay, well she's Jenner, I guess.
Yeah,
she's Kendall Jenner.
she's Jenner.
Did I get? Wait, Khloe, Kim, Courtney, Kendall. What's her name?
Somebody drunk. I was gonna say starts with a K, but yeah, all of them do.
Courtney, Kim, Khloe, Kendall, Kylie. Kylie.
You're forgetting one.
I am?
Not a woman.
Huh?
Not a woman. But you're forgetting one. Deep cut.
Oh, she's not on the show. Then I don't know who that they exist.
He's not on the show. Well, he is on the show in the early seasons. Rob. And also, love the way I said that. Also,
Rob.
what is the deal? Producer Zoe, please fill me in. Rob and Black China have a kid together. Tyga and Kylie Jenner have a kid together. Black China and Tyga have a kid together, correct?
Whoa.
Or they dated or something. They don't have a kid together. They dated.
That's crazy
They
relations
dated.
right there. Yeah.
So it's like a little like Rob and Black China, Tyga and Kylie Jenner, Tyga and Black China dated.
Is it Kendall that's dating Timothée Chalamet now?
That's Kylie.
It's Kylie's dating. Okay.
That doesn't make sense in my brain.
That doesn't.
Did you see her post about her boob job?
I don't follow him that closely.
She said 445 cc's, half under the muscle.
She got a boob job?
I said, amen. Girl, please.
I don't, dude.
Did she have a boob job?
Guys.
I would give anything. I would give anything to have my boobs sit like that. Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, they like.
I'm talking to Zoe at this point.
Yeah.
I'm talking to Zoe at this point.
I'm a side thought.
I'm talking to Zoe at this point. And she did cite the doctor, as Zoe said. She cited the doctor.
What are you talking about? Oh, yeah, how I was like...
The Kardashians.
Yeah,
how you don't want to be gay.
I was afraid to be gay. And like,
how you're homophobic and how you hate gay people.
No. I was in theater in middle school, so that was always...
Oh, so everybody in theater is gay.
Interesting,
Which
Justin.
Actually... Yes. Which actually, yes.
If you think about it, no.
If you think about it.
I think I came from just about the straightest theater program I think ever. I remember...
Bummer.
Because all in high school, girls would just like trade guys for like dating them. It's just like, this week she's dating him and she's dating that guy, and she's
right.
And then it's just like, then now she's dating the guy that she was dating, and
so that was a big thing in theater too. I was in choir. I was in theater too, but like not in the school situation, not like the middle school, high school, but I was in the community theater in middle school.
And you were theater adjacent.
I was
by
theater
being in
adjacent
choir, yeah.
By being in choir. And choir, everybody dated everybody.
Yeah.
And I'm not immune to that because my Luis, we met in choir. We started dating in choir. That's fortunately.
I always tell people, I'm like,
or fortunately, I love him, but like crazy weird origin story.
That's the thing is like I forget it was okay. We were in California, and my like I said, my aunt and uncle, the parents of my cousin who's graduating, they're moving, and so they're going through a bunch of stuff, and they found, and like I mentioned last episode, my grandparents passed away, and so we got like a bunch of like boxes of like pictures and like different stuff, and he came across a letter that my grandfather wrote to his father, so to my great grandfather.
Wow.
And it was when he was in college, and he was like, I met this girl, or like I'm seeing this girl right now named Barbie. My grandmother was named Barbara. Mm-hmm. And so he's like, Barbie, and she's really awesome. I'd love for you to meet her. And I think she might be the one. You know, I love her so much. And like, just like this like handwritten note to his father talking about the girl that he's seeing.
Yeah.
Who ended up being my grandmother. Who like they ended up like together.
That's so beautiful.
Exactly. And then like I remember I was with Zoe when my uncle was telling me about that. And then Zoe's like, and we just like, what are we gonna tell our kids? Or like if we ever, it's just like, okay, no, cut that.
Wait. Zoe just said, wait, you say it.
He dated my best friend before he dated me.
Justin, you fucking scoundrel motherfucker. You scoundrel. Okay, now you have to tell us the story. Go ahead. Have fun. Clear your name. Didn't she also kiss your best friend though, T? As Ariel?
Yeah, that she kissed my best friend.
Yeah, okay, y'all are messy. Go ahead.
I don't remember. Truly, I don't remember. We dated for like a few months.
Okay.
And it just went south. Never got. It was like
it went
whatever.
south how?
It's just
it went south how?
She just wouldn't text me. Like she just wouldn't want to talk. She just would not want to talk to me.
She did not like you at all.
And so she just didn't enjoy my presence, and so I took that as a sign. I was like, okay, I think this relationship is over. And we were like, yep,
that'll do it.
Yep. And so
hey, it happened to me too.
Happens to the best
to everybody.
Of us.
Except for Zoe, she's a baddie.
And
anyway.
so Zoe's batting 1,000 over here. We would we would talk probably more than I would talk.
Because she didn't like you, and
to my actual girlfriend. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
But
you know what? Here's the thing: you're in a happy, healthy relationship. You're 7 years in? 7 years in? Y'all are in love. Y'all live together. You have 3 beautiful children. They're cats. And life is so good. Hey, I'll tell you my embarrassing high school relationship story after to even it out. I will. Promise. Swear to God. I have a couple.
That's about it.
That's about it. I got broken up with via Snapchat.
Man.
Yeah.
A picture or like on the text?
Can you imagine it was a picture? We're breaking up.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. That's important.
No, so like this guy and I, this is like genuinely like junior year of high school, and it a little bit cracks me up because it's just a little bit silly. It was very on again, off again for some reason because I apparently had no self-worth, and I was just like cool with it, I guess. I don't know. My parents were like in Ecuador or something. No. I don't know where the fuck they were. They were somewhere in Latin America, and we went to the drive-in movie, which was scandalocious. And that's where that kind of really butted for like the 4th or 5th time. And then shortly after, Luis was not a fan. And he was not a fan of Luis because Luis was my best friend.
Oh.
Luis was my best friend, and he was always like, Luis is gay. And I was like, Luis is not gay, but Luis is my friend. So please, why are you being mean? Like, why are you saying that like it's a bad thing, number one? Number two, why are you being mean?
Do you think that being gay is bad?
Oh, it's awful. It's terrible. So I am homophobic.
Especially if they're my friend.
Just kidding. No friend of mine.
Yeah.
Just kidding. But yeah, so there was like a little bit of beef, a little bit of tension there. Okay. And we would all 3 walk to our next class together for some reason. Cause like, this is my boyfriend. This is my best friend. And they like, we did not fucking like each other.
So you'd stand in the middle.
Yeah. It was really, really High School Musical vibes. And one day, I mean, this man, it was a similar situation. This man obviously did not want to be with me. But for some reason, I was like, yeah, it's something to do. You know what I mean? Like, we'll just, we'll text on Snapchat. Sure, I'll drive 30 minutes. Like, I don't give a fuck.
What else is there?
We'll go see Lion King and you'll kiss me with bad breath. It's totally fine. So, yeah, girl. It's fine. That's far behind us now. Far. Yeah. And so they didn't like each other. Beef. And I'm like, okay, cool. This man does text me via Snapchat and is like, hey, nah. Like, we gotta break up. And I'm like, all right, fine. I text Luis for his Disney Plus password, and I do watch Hamilton, and I cry harder at Hamilton than I do about the breakup. And it did hurt my pride a little bit. It hurt my pride a little bit, not because of the actual breakup, but because, like, it was over Snapchat.
That's all
you know what I mean?
That's all the attention you're going to give me is a Snapchat text.
Yeah.
That's like...
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna like
I'm like, dude.
Like an email telling you that.
He couldn't drive, so what the fuck else was he supposed to do?
Like an email telling you that like you didn't get the job, where it's just like, we've decided to take this in a different
my
direction.
condolences.
We appreciate your interest in this, but we're gonna go different directions here.
Yeah. But it's really funny looking back at it now. Like, of course, I don't give a damn. Like, it's very like. At the moment, I was so torn up about it, and you look back on high school and middle school, and you're like, why the fuck?
You don't even remember most of it.
I don't remember, and I don't remember like. Most of that situation, but all I remember was like I had a Disney Princess coloring book and I watched Hamilton with my family and I was like, yep. And then I went to bed. And like all of my major life events have been in the bath.
Oh.
Of course.
Okay.
And so
that's an emotional place,
bath, I got that message in the bath and I was like, all right, time to let the water out. Time to let this lush bath bomb go down the drain, baby.
Yeah, that's that.
Gotta go watch Hamilton. And then shortly after, Luis and I started dating, and it's been almost 5 years. So
look at that.
Yeah.
It all happens for a reason.
Yeah, it all happens for a reason. I got his Disney Plus password, and the rest is history. But we were like best friends before that, and
no, same.
It was nice. We took music theory together during COVID. Struggled. Had a good time. Anyway, that's not important. One day we'll have Luis on.
One day we'll do a deep dive into our love lives of
our love lives, and it's just our partners that we've been with for
Basically,
however many years. It's basically marriage at this point. Yeah. I just remember one of my friends freshman year of high school being like, "Oh, this guy says he knows you. Like, he's inquired with you." And I'm like, "I don't know who you're talking about." And it was Louise.
Can I tell you a really quick,
really embarrassing quick aside.
Super quick embarrassing story.
We need to have an embarrassing stories episode.
Yes, I had a.
This might be it.
Yeah, right. In middle school, I remember I'm like really good friends with one of my cousins on my mom's side. All my cousins on my dad's side live in California, but my cousin on my mom's side, love her. We're the same age, so we've been like really close for a while. And I remember in middle school, it was like, like sometimes you just like get bored and you're like, I have a crush on this person, but it's like you don't even
you don't.
It's like, exactly. Yeah. No, you don't. It was one of those situations. And it was one of her friends.
Just something to do.
It was one of her friends. It wasn't even like a close friend. It was just an acquaintance of hers. And I just told her about it. And then she, like the next day, she comes up to me and she's like, because she did the thing, right, that everyone does in middle school.
She's the middleman.
You go up to them and you go, I know someone who has a crush on you.
Right.
Right? Because, that's a great, thank you. Appreciate you for doing that. And so she's telling me what happened. Back. So she's relaying the story back to me, right, of what happened. So she goes up to the girl that I have a crush on, right? Mm-hmm. And she goes, I know who has a crush on you. I know someone who has a crush on you, right? And the girl goes, it's not your cousin, is it?
Oh, no. Oh, no.
She goes, nope. She goes, oh, thank God.
Not thank God. Oh my God.
She told me this and I was like,
hey, there's some things you can keep to yourself.
I was like that does my fragile 12-year-old self-esteem a lot of thank you. I appreciate that.
Can't wait to go through puberty with this on my mind.
Exactly.
That happened to me in middle school, but it was like the popular girl being like, I know a guy that has a crush on you. He didn't exist. And I was like, okay. And she was like, he looks like a book character. And I'm like, okay, I don't believe you, but okay. And she like insisted, and that person was not real. She was just trying to bully me, and I was like, no. No thanks.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I see you, Caitlin. I see you. Damn. I see you, Caitlin.
Name dropping. I like it.
I won't do last name, but she did go to this college, so the
really?
college that I go to, yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. She probably will never see this, but I do remember, and that did hurt my feelings. So, but it's funny now. Hee hee ha ha. He looked like a book character was so pointed because I was a dweeb. Because I was like a loser. One of those
fucking people
in the books that you like to read, you fucking lame-o.
How do you even do that?
Yeah.
Oh. How can you read? There's no pictures.
I so prank called that girl in middle school, and she definitely had my number saved. So she knew it was me. I didn't know how phones worked. I was like 12. So I guess it's settled. She had a right to pick on me in 7th grade.
Yeah. You started the beef, I guess.
I did, because I pretended that I was like an automated
that's classic.
Service.
For like 10 years, my like voicemail, like if like I didn't pick up a call, it was me being like, hello?
Oh, fuck off.
What was that? I can't hear you.
Speak up. Fuck off. My friend in high school.
Just kidding. This is a voicemail.
Yeah, my friend in high school did that, and it pissed me off because I would fall for it. I'd fall for it every time.
I would get so many texts of people being like, dude, fuck you.
Dude, okay? Fuck you.
Fucking change that.
Because then it's like, how do you know? Because you know that that's their voicemail, but you're like, but you say hello the same way every time, regardless if it's the voicemail or not.
Well, what happened was my voice dropped, and then it was from like 8th grade. And so it was, yeah, exactly. And so people were like, all
right, buddy. I never had a custom voicemail. I wasn't about that. That's a little bit
loser.
I was about to say that's a little bit embarrassing. So
no, you're a loser if you still have the please leave a message. The person who you're trying to call doesn't want to talk to you, so leave a message, fucking dickhead. Bye.
That's gonna be my new. Actually, go ahead, Zoe. When you edit that, go ahead and clip it. That's gonna be my new voicemail. Leave a message, you fucking dickhead. My great aunt calls me.
Gracie, I feel like I didn't hear that right.
I feel like there was a man talking on your. I don't think you're a man, and also he was saying some profanity, so I just don't. He was calling me some names, so I'm feeling like that probably wasn't you. I don't think I have the right number, so go ahead and if this is the right number, go ahead and call me back. This is my embarrassing story. I think that I have sat in this chair every single way that I possibly could think of sitting in this chair at this point. That I'm just not comfortable in this room anymore. These are strong. Okay. Back when I was Christian, I did go to church and I did go to youth group. Don't laugh at me.
Sorry.
I did go to youth group when I was trying to be a good Christian.
Yeah.
And
really quick, because once again, I was outside of the church lore. So like youth group, is it literally like just like a group of Christian kids and like a guy like do you go go-karting? Like what do you do?
Yeah.
Do you talk about God?
Yeah.
While go-karting?
So okay, this I went to a lot of different churches. I also had a dream about my youth group church leader at one of the churches the other night, which was weird. And his wife, and like it was just I was like talking to them and I was like, I don't really know you guys that well. Anyway. So
and they were like, we really like your vibe and we think you would be
stop. Fuck off. No. So, but I've been to like a million different churches. When I was trying to grapple with the fact that I didn't believe in God, I was like, maybe this church will work. And I'm like, no, not really. So I tried. Let the record show that I tried. I went to a Nazarene. I went to a Methodist. I went to a Baptist.
I think God would
whatever.
respect that.
I think he respects that if he were real. Anyway, so basically youth group is what it sounds like. Mm-hmm. It's like a bunch of teens or kids or whatever in a group, and you go to like church or whatever, but then sometimes you break off into smaller groups. Sometimes you go do fun activities with the whole thing. So, like, it's just, I think it's really just more community building, and then you talk about God.
Okay. Oh, so it's like Trojan horsing God into like, let's go.
Yeah, we have pizza.
Ball. Yeah,
you know,
okay, yeah, gotcha.
That's the pull.
And guys,
they really do. They really do.
You ever think about how the cheese, the cheese pull you get on a pizza when you pull a slice out for yourself? You ever think about how it's pulling and it's like, it's pulling and pulling, but it just won't let go. And then finally it breaks free. Sin often can cling to us like cheese. Like, is that like that cheese, type of?
Yeah, no, for sure that.
Gotcha.
For sure that. So we're there. Mm-hmm. I've had experience in a lot of different youth groups. This one specifically was like probably my sophomore year of high school. And I'm with my friend from choir. I know a lot of people in that situation from my school, which made this a little bit more embarrassing. I'm there with my friend and there's a guest speaker, right?
Okay.
So we're sitting like, it's like theater in the round a little bit, but it's like 3-sided. And then the guest speaker is like in the middle. Guest speaker, friend of our small group leader, and she's talking and she gets to this, I don't remember what the fuck she was talking about, but she was talking and she gets to this really big plot point and she says her thing and it's the cadence of every single pastor ever, and she stops. Mm-hmm. She lets it marinate. And there's this silence that washes over the room. Everyone's really just like, wow. Somebody farts in this youth group thing. And when you're not supposed to laugh and then you can't control it. I look over at my friend, tears. Immediate tears. We are doubled over in pain, crying, laughing. Literally, it's torture. We see our fucking youth group, small group leader across the way going with her hand like on her neck, like fucking stop it. And we can't, like, literally no matter how hard I try. We're also in like the third row. And it's not that many of us in there, to be honest. Maybe like 40 people max.
Everyone heard it.
Everybody heard it. But for some reason, no one else was laughing. So my mind was like blown. I'm like, this is a fart. Like, of course it's funny. Like, it's why is no one else laughing? The entire hour sermon, we are like trying so hard. I have to get up and go to the bathroom. I come back. I look at her. I have to turn back around. I'm like, I can't do this. Like, this is the fucking funniest thing I've ever witnessed in my life. So the sermon ends.
Yeah.
And, we can collect ourselves after the service ends because now we're we're allowed to laugh. So
Yeah.
it's not as funny.
Of course.
And we talked to our church leader and the guest speaker who's her friend, and they're like, oh my God. The guest speaker's like, oh my God, I thought you were laughing at me at something I did. And we were like, oh no, like we weren't laughing at you at all. Like your sermon was great. It was very impactful. We weren't listening. Very impactful. It was totally good. Like somebody like farted in the audience when you paused, and it was just, really funny, and we couldn't keep it together, but like your sermon was great.
Mm-hmm.
And our church leader looks at us dead in the eyes and goes, that was Wendy that farted. I don't remember her actual name. So Wendy is a disabled child in a wheelchair. And she was visible to everybody else in the crowd except for us. Except for us, she was visible to everybody else. And so everyone else knew that Wendy farted, and that's why they didn't laugh, and we were the only two people. Please laugh into the microphone so they know that that's not awkward silence. Yep. Yeah, let that sit in.
You were like...
Yep. And that's why I'm going to hell.
We're uncontrollably laughing.
Like
an hour at a
disabled child that farted in church. So, yeah.
Oh,
hell is hot. Hell is hot. And it was like a loud and proud one too. I was like, damn, somebody ain't got no self-control. Sure enough.
No, they do not.
Sure enough. That was the case, but not for the reason that I thought it was. Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, that's a good one. That's a really... Okay, you did not disappoint.
Thank you.
Holy
Thank you.
shit.
Yeah, we got in the car and then continued to laugh.
Shit.
But yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I still picture her in my head because I'm like, God damn, she didn't... I mean, I don't think she realized what was going on. Like, she couldn't see us or anything.
And there's like these fucking
But she was sitting on the
kids.
same row, so like we couldn't see. But yeah, that's why nobody else was laughing. That should have been a red flag. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, thank you all.
Yeah, I think I'm done.
I think I'm also done. And the thing is, I couldn't tell you a single thing we talked about other than that.
So homework, I'm deciding this right now.
Okay.
Here's what we're going to do.
Let me know my homework.
Whenever we feel like it, it's not going to be every episode, just whenever we feel like it. We're basically starting, we'll call it a movie club. Me and Gracie will just go back and forth and force one another to watch a movie that either one of us has seen or neither of us has seen.
Yeah. One that we want to see, something of that nature.
So I decided this week that I think this will be a fun movie to talk about.
Okay.
You will be watching Transformers 2007.
Oh my fucking
starring
God.
Shia LaBeouf and Megan Fox, directed by Michael Bay.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot to talk about in that movie.
Okay.
A lot to talk about. And if you want to, please
tune into that.
Watch the movie and then tune in so we
begrudgingly even because now I have to do it and
exactly,
it's on record.
Exactly.
So go ahead and tune into that. Go through this with me. I don't think this is my kind of movie, but
probably not. I'll go as far as to say it is not.
Okay. Okay. And I love that this is going to be the first one that we go for. But you know what? That's the beauty of it. I'm going to make you watch Hunger Games front to back, baby.
Exactly.
So
We'll
that's what we're going to do. But Transformers. Say it again.
Transformers. The movie is called Transformers, but there's also
but there are like 100 of them.
There's also like There's also like Transformers the movie, which is like that's like the animated. Like we're not watching that. That's really good though. And it's spoiler alert: if you, I will not make you watch any more Transformers movies. But
what if I like it?
Exactly. But if you or if the audience continues on the journey of the Transformers saga, it only goes downhill. Spoiler alert,
okay.
it peaks early. The first
Okay.
one is not even that good.
Okay.
I love it. Spoiler alert, I guess. But
because Megan Fox is your first crush.
hey, you know, that is
Bingo
correct.
bongo.
And that was in the episode we cut.
That was an episode we cut. So.
And but the first movie is just significantly better than any of the other ones.
Okay.
So just know that if
We'll
you
give
want
it
to
a shot.
continue, if you want to continue,
We'll
watching
give it a
them,
shot. You
yeah.
know what? I'm hopeful. This is all
Good.
about compromise. We're a team.
Exactly. Keep that mind
team
open.
mindset. No I in team.
Exactly.
No I in team. So we'll watch Transformers. Come back next week to watch us and hear us talk about Transformers.
And we'll talk about other stuff.
And we'll talk about
it
other
won't
stuff,
just
but-
be Transformers.
But Transformers will be in the mix. So
Yes.
so go ahead and tune into that
Absolutely.
if you haven't already.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm done. You done?
I'm so done.
All right,
Thank you very much
y'all.
for watching, guys, and listening.
Yeah, and listening. See y'all next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.
Peace out.
Bye-bye.
Bye.